Are you ready for some football?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thick and Thin Sports Cast with your hosts, Nate Hanks and Travis Watson. We're here to talk all things sports and just have a good time. Listener beware, there may be some adult language. Now, let's get to the show!
Hey everybody, how's it going?
It's going. It's a interesting world we live in currently.
Yeah, so right now, because of everything that's going on, we have 3 different locations that we are streaming from. So it should be interesting trying to keep up with everybody because, as you can see, Nate's supposed to be in the middle, but he is currently unavailable because he's doing dad duties.
He's being a parent.
So hopefully he'll be here shortly.
But don't worry, we're all broadcasting from the same general vicinity of the houses.
Yeah, we are all basement dwellers, so this should be fun. So,
At
Jeremy,
least all
how's
in our own basements, not in our parents' basements?
Yes, it is our own basements. We own our basements, at least. It's where all of our wives and girlfriends have made us move to permanently.
Yes, kicked us out of the rest of the house.
Yes.
We get the basement, that's it.
We get the basement, as Jeremy's figured out that his basement's cold.
Yes, that is why the newest boards in the back are
A little lighter
currently
color.
up.
Where you keep going, Nate?
Nate's unsure what he's going to do yet.
And because Nate moves a lot, we've keep having to change the size of his screen. So this should be fun. So I guess I'll call that good, and we'll do it.
Sure.
Sounds good. Nate, where are you? Nate, come on.
What?
There you
there.
are.
How's your basement doing?
It's great. How are you?
It's going. It's a little warmer today.
Is it?
Yeah, I got
Great.
some nice boards up, so.
I like your background. Why do I feel like I'm echoed?
You are.
Why?
Hi, Amanda.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Why did this not stop working?
Why did what stop working?
I don't know. It's doing something stupid.
Guys, you realize you're like half off the screen.
Who, me? I'm right in the middle. Oh, that's
Oh,
because of
okay.
the other camera.
I know. I'm
Oh.
trying to fix stuff,
Okay.
all right?
Okay, let me pull up the YouTube.
And I don't
then.
know why I
There
am
we
now
go.
all of a sudden echoey in my studio.
Yeah, you were pretty good before.
Okay,
Right.
there
What'd
we
you
go.
change?
Now this makes sense.
And we
I
we
wasn't
add a
watching
block,
the
and
YouTube
now
one.
things just mess up.
We had a what?
How about
Now you're muted.
I
So
shouldn't?
yeah.
No, there you go.
You-
You're good. You're good.
So how's the basements going?
What is going on?
Everyone's enjoying their basement this week.
Yes. Working from... Of course, I gave Nate the big screen, and then stuff started happening over here.
Well,
Where's-
whose fault is that?
Everything was working, and then it all went to shit. Where the hell did that program go? It was here 2 seconds ago.
Okay, did you start recording everything and all that fun
Oh.
stuff?
Are we actually on YouTube?
Yes, we are
Yes.
actually on YouTube.
We are
Oh.
live. We were gonna start without you, so we told Amanda she was gonna be part of it. Then she ran.
Yeah. She didn't
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
I saw
idea.
that.
I don't know why.
I need to minimize
She
YouTube.
doesn't want to be on camera. I mean, duh. So did I already miss like the intro and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's okay, though.
I don't know. I didn't hear it. It didn't seem to play.
It did play. It just played on YouTube. You just don't hear it outside of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You should know that
So
by
this
now,
must
Jeremy.
be a wonderful show to watch for everybody, where we're just,
Rambling.
yeah, it's almost like when you go to a concert and you hear the crew warming up all the instruments. You just like boom, doom, doom, and the crowd's like, yeah. That's what this must be for everybody else.
Probably.
Yeah, everyone else is going, yeah!
Yeah, they still suck.
They still have no idea what's going on.
Nope.
Well, if if you want to go shut the door up there, please. Off mic stuff. Don't worry about it. Though I really don't know why I'm so echoey now.
Are you too close? Is there another microphone on?
No, all of them are muted, except for the.
There we go.
You know what? I think I know what it is.
You know what it
Okay.
is?
Okay. Bye, Nate.
You'll be back.
and open that door. There you go.
Ah, so we need that door open.
Let's see how that is. Does it sound like an echo?
No,
Totally does. I don't fucking know. And I can't. My computer decided to update on me, so.
You gotta turn all that stuff off. You should know better than that.
So yeah, what are we doing? Are we gonna start the show?
So we do have some stuff that Nate and Journey put together today.
Yeah, someone.
You actually put stuff on there, Jeremy?
I did. I put a bunch of stuff on late.
Look at you.
I had like 10 minutes, so I threw a bunch of stuff on.
I'm working on an impossible deadline, so they are helping out immensely right now.
It always seems like someone can't pull their weight.
This is why we have three of us, because between the three of us, we all pull the weight eventually.
Okay, so Nate, next week, no one's doing anything except for Travis.
I think that is a fair deal.
I am hoping by then I will have this project done to the point where I can pull my own weight.
Well, there's a lot
That's
of
a lot of weight to pull.
I know.
Is it bad we were thinking the same thing from so far away?
No, I think it's perfect. So, guess what?
What?
I used the studio last night.
Really?
And Smitty and I did an episode of the Talking Stuff podcast.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Hey, we got
Did it
6
work?
feet away from each other?
Yeah, well, he's in Tennessee, so yes.
Just double checking.
It was good. We talked about, we realized that I don't think we've recorded in well over a year.
No, because the last time you recorded...
Minus the show that we did at your house, Travis, but him and I as a solo show haven't recorded in well over a year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so it was like, it was very surprising. It was welcome. It was nice.
Well, that's good.
Don't mind me. I'm still trying to get into the drive so I can see the show notes and all that stuff.
That's
It's
okay.
all good. How's the desk holding up?
Great. I stood on a portion of it yesterday,
No snap, crackle, and pops?
this morning, because I hung up my Pabst sign today.
Ah,
Give a little bit of extra light.
And you're not even drinking Paps. You're slacking on.
No, I have a different flavor going on right now.
But so nothing, no snap, no crackle, no pop. Everything held up well.
that's good.
Yeah, no, perfect.
Nice.
It was made with the best of Watson ingenuity.
That's always a
Sure.
good thing.
We'll call that it. It
Yeah,
was
that's
made
what
as
we'll
cheap
call
as
it.
humanly possible. You mean?
I don't know. I happened to just, for quick shits and giggles, look to see how much a 2-inch slab of pine costs, that width. And you're sitting on like $500 right there, Nate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, well, I'm not sitting on it. I'm standing, but thanks.
You're standing next to it.
I am. I'm putting my weight against it.
What, you don't have your stool down there, or you just use it for last night?
I was a gentleman, and I let the lady sit on the stool.
Why didn't you?
A
Oh,
literal
share it.
stool, but the
Did she join you for the talking stuff last night? Or was that
no,
the
she wasn't here.
Oh.
She stayed at her place. It was just I put the kids to bed. Well, child, and then hit Smitty up, and we just recorded.
Oh, there you go. So, well, since Smitty finally can't go anywhere, can't be driving somewhere for it.
Well, I found out that he drives because his lady lives in Florida.
Oh,
and
jeez.
And his family lives in Florida, so that's why he commutes to Florida. And I told him last night, I'm like, I wouldn't drive more than 20 minutes
Yeah.
for something I care about. And I was like, that pussy must be on lock if you're driving multiple states,
Or he's just really whipped.
or that. And she's older than he normally would hook up with.
So
And I
he's
have two dogs on my
she's
feet.
So they're
closer
going after
his
the
age.
Cougars?
What?
So he's going after the Cougars?
Well, he's technically would be a cougar because he's what, late 30s?
No, he's older than that.
He's
So it's-
40.
It's funny is we joke that he's between the ages of 38 and 58.
So he's going after the Gilfs.
No, I think she's in her late mid 30s maybe. I didn't ask.
He didn't ask.
No, but generally his preference is between the ages of 18 and 22.
Well, at least it's 18.
Well, he is from the panhandle of Florida, so
This is true.
it's practically Alabama.
All right,
Oh,
so do
that's
we want to get
never
into
good.
this?
We can get into it. There's stuff.
Yeah.
There is some stuff.
So, NCAA football. Yeah,
Oh, hey, we can do Finn's think tank.
we can do
Yes.
Finn's think tank. We'll do that after the football. Well, after the college football.
Which actually means I have to
Get
I
it?
have to step away for that. But actually, you know what? I can pull it up on here. So
There you go.
what are we doing? Go ahead.
So first, college football. Friday, March 20th, EA Sports released the cover of the newest college NCAA 21 video game. This year's cover belongs to the 2020 Heisman Trophy winner and 2020 CFP National champion LSU's Joe Burrow. So that's cool.
So you're saying Cincinnati's going to be the end of Joe Burrow?
Yep.
Is
Huge.
that kind of like the Madden curse, the NCAA?
See, I
Yeah.
don't think there's a NCAA curse though.
There isn't, but
There isn't,
Joe
but
Burrow's
usually the
going
number
to
one pick overall
Cincinnati.
goes to the crappiest team, and then they end up not doing very well anyways.
Very rarely do the number one picks pan out too well overall.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting.
Okay, we'll continue till Nate's ready.
Yeah. Jerry, go ahead with the college. I mean, the basketball.
I was going to say NBA, you mean?
Yeah.
NBA from San Antonio with love. After the NBA suspended the season due to the widespread outbreak of the COVID-19 virus, San Antonio Spurs Marcus Bianelli
Yep.
decided to take it upon himself to help his native country of Italy.
Benelli has
Bell-
partnered with the NBA Players Union to donate an unspecified amount of money, specified amount of money to help the Osdale Magori Hospital in his native Barcelona. Bologna?
That's not Barcelona.
No. Bologna? My Bologna has a first name? The largest city of the Emilia Romagna region of northern Italy. Nate, do you even have an idea how to say that name?
I thought you were Italian.
Bologna.
Okay.
I don't know.
You what
Jeremy,
totally
what's your
forgot to do
guess?
This week?
Thin's random ass sport of the week.
I completely forgot about Thin's random ass sport of the week.
Well, let's do
So,
Thin's think tank first.
We're gonna do Thin's think tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on.
Have your secretary find a random ass sport of the week.
You're on.
Am I?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. You might want to pull a little bit closer to you.
No, thanks.
Don't worry, you're cut out of the screen. It's zoomed in on him. Right now, all I have is a shoulder.
All right. So what I decided to do is pull up the best sports movies ever made.
Okay.
So Travis, hands up. Jeremy,
Hey,
hands up.
we know Travis can't Google it anyways.
That's true.
It'd take him
So-
6 months to get an answer.
I've seen a lot of sports movies, so
So since this is,
I think I'll be okay.
What's that?
I've seen a lot of sports movies, so I think I'll be okay.
Maybe. So since it is, what are you doing with your phone?
Trying to find a random ass sport of the week.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can find one very fast. It's just I don't have the time to go through all of it. But so since this is the Thick and Thin Sportscast, Thick, you get to go first.
Okay.
We're gonna go with the top 15
Yep.
best sports movies ever made.
All right. So
And-
I'm gonna go Brian's song as my first pick.
Ooh. I have a Sharpie somewhere. Aha! Brian's song.
Yes.
I don't believe is in the top 15.
It's not in the top 15.
Brian's song.
All right,
How-
this list is garbage. Get rid of it.
Yeah, it's gotta
It
go.
is not in the top 15, but I do believe it is in the top 25.
Really?
It is 21.
Holy crap!
Okay,
Who made
let's
this
go
list?
Let's go with Rudy then.
Hang on.
That was my number 2 guess.
A. Rudy. I know that one's up there. It is number 4. Jeremy, you're on the board. Amanda.
Sandlot.
Sandlot is
There you
number 3.
Oh, jeez.
Jeremy and Amanda are tied. Travis.
The Longest Yard.
The Longest Yard.
It'd have to be the original.
It is the original. I'm going to
Yep.
give credit for that. Is not in the top 15. It is number 18.
Okay.
The
Jeremy.
program.
So get-
The program.
Yeah. It's a good old one.
It is not even on the list.
Wow.
You know, this list I don't like.
It's a good list. Amanda, you have a chance to take the lead.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
That's not a sports movie.
Shh.
If it's on the list,
is.
I call this list.
It is number 8.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I am not kidding you.
That is not a sports movie.
How is it not a sports movie? There is sports in the movie.
That's
Yeah.
And technically, The Sandlot shouldn't be a sports movie either if you're looking at it that way.
Baseball.
well,
It's about a bunch of kids
Listen.
playing
doing the
baseball.
It's the only way I'm gonna get through this.
Okay, Travis, go ahead.
Jeez.
Come on, man, you gotta think. You know at least 2 of these movies. I
The. Oh God.
and there's
No
so
hints.
I feel like I gotta give a hint.
No.
No.
No,
Miracle.
Fuck, I was gonna guess that.
Yes,
I was
it's number
gonna
9.
say that. Okay, ready for it? Mighty Ducks.
Oh.
Number 24.
That's figured. I figured it's a crappy sports movie, so it should be up on the high on this list.
Okay, so you actually have to be specific on what movie you say.
What?
What do you mean?
Which version? Like, because there's like 4 in the Mighty Ducks series.
Yeah.
There's an
So-
old and a new
Right.
of.
So if
multiple
you say
movies.
Mighty Ducks, I'm going to say Mighty Ducks 1.
Right.
And if you meant Mighty Ducks 5,
No, it'd be D2 is the better one.
Yeah. D2 is the better one.
so you have to be specific on which movie you're going to say.
Okay, D2 then.
No, you already
said
picked.
Mighty
It's
Ducks.
Amanda's turn.
You didn't specify.
Is number 15,
What did she say?
Slapshot.
Oh, that was my next one.
So
The
for
Goon.
recap, we're playing Nate's Think Tank. Travis, you have 1. Jeremy, you have 1. And Amanda is at 3.
How?
Holy crap. The
So
Goon.
Amanda knows crappy sports movies, apparently.
Yeah, this isn't top sports movie. This is top crappy sports
I'm
movies.
about to run out of guesses.
But see, you also got to remember that some movies that aren't really sports movies but have sports in them is in the top 15.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's not a good list.
Go ahead, Travis, you're up.
I have The Goon.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
It is.
But what? How is this not even in?
Okay, Nate agrees with us. This
Yeah,
list
Nate's finally starting to
Yeah,
agree with
that's
us.
bullshit. All right, Jeremy.
sucks. Let's go with. Why can I not think of the name of the movie? Let's go with Remember the Titans.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, hang on. Is number 11. Jeremy, you have 2. Amanda is at 3.
Happy Gilmore.
Number 14. That was the hint I gave you.
Mystery Alaska.
What?
Not on there.
Are you
Unless mystery spelled with a Y.
It is.
It is.
Still not on there.
See, now I'm drawing a mind blank on actual names of movies. I know what they are. I know characters in it. I just can't think of the name
If
of it.
Mystery
So,
Alaska's
The
not on there,
Replacements.
You gotta remember replacements.
The Replacements.
Hang on. It's on here. It's in here, but I don't think it's where it should be.
none of these movies are where they should be because Brian's song
Oh,
didn't
it's
even
number
break.
30, which I think needs to be bumped up. All right,
There's
well,
so many
after-
movies on here that I wouldn't have put as high as they are.
Oh, no, Amanda's supposed to go.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
go ahead,
Take-
Amanda.
round.
Then we're gonna do one more pass around.
Rocky, the original.
Rocky, the original, Rocky 1 is number 1 on this list.
Booyah, bitches.
And I cannot believe you Watson boys did not even get that.
Can't believe I'm winning.
I can't believe it's that high.
It's ranked number 1.
The rest of them weren't really that good.
There's a couple baseball movies in here.
Baseball movies.
A lot of baseball movies.
Knuckleball.
No.
Are you shitting me?
Not kidding you.
Rookie of the Year. That's
No.
a crappy baseball movie.
It's not on there.
I don't know any baseball movies, so I'm gonna go with Blindside.
Nope. All right.
Great.
So
Hold on. The Blind Side's not on this list either.
It's on the list. I gave you guys a top 15. I could have given the top 10, but I gave you guys a.
I still kicked ass.
Yeah, she just destroyed you all.
Well, I would have said Major League for our next guess.
All
the
right.
first one.
So I'm going to give you from 21 down. Number 21 is Brian's song. 20 is Rocky 4. 19, Friday Night Lights, which I'm surprised neither of you guessed.
That's not a.
It's not that great of a sports movie.
No, but you could have said it.
Hold on, wait. What is the sport? What is the football movie with
The high school one.
We Are Marshall or something like that?
We Are
No,
Marshall's
the,
a good one, but
what's
one
his
Billy
name?
Bob's
The,
in.
Varsity Blues?
Yes,
No.
Varsity
No,
Blues.
that's not what I'm looking for. It's the older football coach guy who comes in, gets a
The Joe Paterno story?
no.
The Jerry Sandusky Chronicles.
Let him explain it a little bit more.
It's the
Old and Ugly.
Al Pacino's the coach.
Any Given Sunday.
Yes,
No,
Any
it's not
Given
there.
Sunday.
It's
It
not.
is.
Not on there.
It's not on the top 20. So longest yard is 18. Karate Kid is at 17. Rocky
What?
2 is 16. Slapshot is 15. Happy Gilmore 14. Bull Durham is 13.
Bull Durham.
Moneyball is 12.
Okay,
That's no
yeah.
good movie.
Remember the Titans is 11. The Natural is at 10. Miracle at 9. Caddyshack 8. A League
Hold on.
of Their Own.
Miracle. I could guess Miracle. No.
Yeah, and you got it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gave you a point for it.
That
if
was
I
my
didn't,
point.
you got 2.
Yeah.
No, you got a point for that one.
You did. Yeah, because that was your first guess, and I couldn't believe you guessed it because I had never heard of that movie.
Yeah. That's the one with the hockey team that wins the gold before professional players played. It was just college players that played for the U.S.
Yep. Number 8, Caddyshack. 7, League of Their Own. Number 6, I cannot believe nobody got this one. If you build it, they will come.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
of Dreams.
Listen, we had more rounds.
Yeah,
Hoosiers is at 5. Rudy's at 4. The Sandlot is 3. Major League is 2. And Rocky is 1. And this is the best sports movies ever made, as voted upon by Ranker.com.
Yeah.
Well, there's your problem.
Hellranker.com, they suck.
Yeah. Half of those
Because,
aren't even sports. If Brian's song didn't break the top 10, they don't know what they're talking about. It was a bunch of kids sitting around watching movies.
The program isn't even on the list. These people don't know good movies.
Yeah.
Listen, I enjoy this because it means I actually did well.
That's true. He had a chance.
So she won at bad sports movies. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna get anywhere.
She won
Considering
at
half the
bad
movies
fake
she
sports
guessed
movies.
wouldn't be considered sports movies to me.
They had sports in them.
I can't
That's
believe
not
Mystery
qualified
Alaska
as a
is even
sports
on
movie.
that list. That's sad. That's a good sports movie.
All right, Nate, you need a minute to find your sport of the week.
I'm just not even going to worry about it.
Okay.
We did think tank in place.
So I do have some local sports news.
What?
Yes.
You don't look
So
love it.
because of everything that's going on right now,
Yeah, we have no local sports. Got it.
The Lions have pushed back their early season signups rebate, so that way it's good until I think June 1st. So that way everybody has a chance to actually sign up early because of everything that's going on, where money's tight trying to get toilet paper nowadays. They pushed it back so that way it gives people more of a chance to actually be able to afford it. So that's your local sports news that I have.
You know, you guys are so okay. I don't have a surplus of toilet paper. I was gonna make a toilet paper sit on for the podcast.
Are you shitting me? I don't have that much toilet paper.
I said if I had enough, I was going to.
You say you're going to burn rolls of toilet paper on the
No,
podcast?
I was gonna make a
a
like
toilet paper
throne
seat
chair?
thrown.
toilet paper throne, and just be tossing a roll of toilet paper in the air while I sit here and talk sports.
Sounds good.
It's better than light $100 bills right now.
So in NFL news, Peyton Manning. ESPN offered Peyton Manning a chance to be one of the Monday Night Football callers, but Manning turned down the offer earlier this week. With Manning turning down the offer, the top runner-ups are Matt Hasselbeck, Pat McAfee, Louis Riddick, Andrea Kermer, and Randy
Kramer.
Moss.
I think Pat McAfee would be a good Monday night guy.
I think I would like to hear Randy Moss get out there.
You know, I don't think Moss would be good with the he's good non-game related stuff.
I like his voice. I like the way he approaches things.
I like when he
Yeah,
has time to think about them, not like instant off the cuff things.
Yeah.
No, he's not very quick. But
That's why I think Pat McAfee would be more entertaining.
do you
Yeah.
think they'd actually put entertain
Punter?
the idea of a woman?
She's
She's top 5.
I think they would, but I think Pat McAfee would be the most entertainment value.
Yeah.
Matt Hasselbeck does pretty well.
Yeah, but Pat McAfee has his show from 10 to noon, and it's usually pretty entertaining.
This is true.
I would have loved to see Peyton Manning though behind calling plays and all that. I think that'd be entertaining.
You know what they should do? Convince Brady to do it as long as he's not playing on Monday night. Can they do that? Do you think they'd be angry if he double dipped?
I think they'd be very angry if he double dipped.
Oh, just wait. Wait till you read further down.
He makes $25 million a year from the Bucks. He makes $20 million a year from ESPN. All right, Travis, your favorite player.
Oh, my favorite player. Tom Brady's new deal. Friday, March 20th, Tom Brady made an Instagram official and signed his new contract with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The new contract is for 2 years, $50 million, fully guaranteed with another $9 million in incentives. If anyone wants to read the Instagram quote.
Oh, I got it. Excited, humble, and hungry. If there is one thing that I've learned about football is that nobody cares what you did last year, the year before that. You earn in the trust and respect of those around through your community every single day. Brady wrote, I'm starting a new football journey and thankful for at Buccaneers for giving me an opportunity to do what I love to do. I look forward to meeting all my new teammates and coaches and proving to them that they can believe and trust in me. I have always believed that well done is better than well said. So I'm not gonna say much more. I'm gonna get to work. #year 1. That's a lot of gonna.
Gonna
Yep.
get
Well, Jeremy, you want to read this next one?
Quarterback trying to make an extra buck. After recently signing a new contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, quarterback Tom Brady filed a trademark after a Twitter slogan was used to announce his signing. On March 20th, the same day his signing, Brady's agency Yee in Dublin Sports, LLC, filed a trademark request to the U.S. Patent Office for, quote, TB by TB, end quote, for use on shirts, t-shirts, pants, shorts, sweatshirts, sweaters, jerseys, sleepwear, athletic tops and bottoms, and headwear.
Hey, it's all about the bottoms.
So he has no problem trying to double dip is what I'm getting at.
Hey, trademark it
he's
while
gonna
you
trademark
can.
that. I'm surprised he didn't trademark it before he went there.
The funny part is the minute he signed, that jersey was the most sold jersey in the NFL instantly.
Brady doesn't have a number yet.
No, he doesn't. But they've already they're selling jerseys without numbers currently, and when when he decides what number he's gonna wear, they have offered to put a number on the jersey.
That's just dumb.
Do you realize that the Tom Brady jersey is probably going to be the most sold jersey ever in sports history?
Again.
with how much he sold for New England and now how much he's going to sell in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
But you got to think, it's what all old people do when they're closing down the end. They leave
New England and they go to Florida.
They get sick of the snow, cold weather. They're like, oh, I'm going to go to warm weather and niceness. Let's go to Florida.
What number do you think he's going to go with? Do you think he's going to stick with like a college number? Do you think he's going to stick with 12? Is 12 even available to him?
So 12 is actually owned by a wide receiver, I think. And he has said that if Tom wants it, he will give him the number 12 because he is a bit more invested in that number than he has, even though he's had it since high school. Tom
I'd like
Brady's
to see him
played
go
that
back
long.
to his college number.
His college number was 10, and 10 is available. Where did
I
Nate
could see him go to 10.
Nate.
What, Nate?
Sorry, I accidentally stepped on the dog.
Don't step on a dog.
Nate. Come on.
There-
All right,
She
man of
was
the year.
literally laying underneath my feet, so I went to go step back. I stepped on her.
Well, this is
And
why
the
you're
other
not.
one's on my left
this
leg.
is why we make you sit.
Sit. Sit.
Well, she was
Stay.
belly up for a second.
So,
All right, who
Nate,
wants
what
to
do you
read?
think? Do you think he's going to go back to his college number? Or do you think he's going to stick with 12?
He's gonna be 11.
He's going to be 11?
11
Bledsoe.
and 3/10.
Bledsoe. Oh, no, 11 and 3/4.
He's going to take Edelman's jersey so that way Edelman can't follow him.
Oh, that'd be dirty.
I could see that. I could see him doing that. Then Edelman taking 10 for the college number.
Maybe he'll just go with number 1 and just claim that's his thing.
So another
He could be
man.
3, 1 and 2 combined.
Could be. He could be 21.
Can a quarterback be 21? I don't think quarterbacks can be in the 20s.
No,
I think they can. I think they'd be low 20s.
I thought they can go 19 and below.
I think they might make a special. A
This
special.
isn't college.
Yeah, it's the pros. They'll do whatever they need to keep players happy.
Nate, go to your left. You're right, just a hair. No, I said a hair. That is a big hair. Perfect.
Well, you didn't specify on what kind of hair. Like cunt hair, frog hair.
Yeah, it's a sea hair.
I
You know,
already said it.
The hair.
It's not like we have anybody actually watching.
I don't think so. I think we just have one person. I think that's Jeremy.
No,
Thank you,
I
Jeremy.
don't have it up. It's probably Amanda.
Oh,
Nope,
we have
it's me.
one. We have one like and one concurrent viewer. Talking
I
Stuff
just
Podcast
opened
says
it.
hi. Did anybody
Well,
tweet this out,
I-
or did we forget to do that too?
I think we forgot to do that too.
What? The post on social media, let everybody know that we're on?
Yeah.
Yes. Sports might be over, but we're not.
We're not. And actually, I'm looking at the screen right now, and I feel like I'm centered, but I don't know what the delay is actually like. So I'm watching and waiting.
So you when you're in front of the, it
You
depends.
need to be in
I need
front
to be
of.
in front of Kansas.
Yeah, the second 3 numbers in Kansas.
Yeah, there we go.
Right there. There you go.
Yeah. There. Right there. Good.
Oh, I see it now. What's
Yeah.
funny is I'm watching the screen, and I can hear what you guys say, but I can't hear what's on the screen.
Yeah.
So, like, Jeremy was... and Travis was...
So you're saying you're delayed.
What are you twiddling around with your fingers, Jeremy?
Well, I got a bottle cap and a bottle opener.
He's waiting for it to open his next beer.
I just
I had
see
a-
this,
I have a clip too.
and he's, like, leaning back.
I'm getting relaxed over here.
Clearly.
Come on, it's warm in my basement now. I don't have to have the heater on. It's nice.
He's got a sweatshirt on though. You
I
notice
was saying, I
that?
find it funny. You're wearing a sweatshirt, and Travis and I are both wearing T-shirts.
Yep.
Nate just keeps
It's
moving
warm in my
around.
basement.
Hey, but who's not wearing pants?
I'll say I'm definitely wearing pants. First time, it's like the first time in a week though. I've been wearing short shorts like crazy. Actually, when my ex-wife and her boyfriend came to pick up Logan, I was wearing my short shorts, and she thought I was wearing underwear. I go, I don't wear underwear this short.
Oh, all right.
All right, man of the year,
year.
Drew Brees. Did you guys
All
hear
right.
about this? This happened today.
Yes.
In
No,
an
I
attempt to
didn't.
help Louisiana battle the coronavirus, Drew Brees and his wife Brittany are donating $5 million. Through social media, Brees wrote, "The priority now is helping our communities get through this tough time. After considerable research and conversations with local organizations, we will be mobilizing our partnerships with Second Harvest Food Bank, Oshner Health Systems, Walk-Ons, Jimmy John's, Small Sliders, and Waiter to prepare and deliver over 10,000 meals per day throughout Louisiana for as long as it takes to children on meal programs, seniors, and families in need."
Good for him.
That's Drew Brees. Being Drew Brees.
Yep.
Drew Brees is a man that everyone needs to be a 16th of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys were in just unison. You twins now?
Yeah.
Nope.
Just like me and you, Nate.
Travis, you're Danny DeVito and your brother's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nah, Jeremy's getting close to Danny. Mary Leigh's
No,
doing
I-
a number on him.
Hey, you got me by a ways still.
Yeah, it's all right.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, there's not.
Eventually, you'll catch me.
No, I'll run before that happens.
So I did learn something just now that I can hear myself breathing through the microphone and I don't like it.
Yeah,
Well, stop listening to yourself.
I think that needs like a Saki thingy. That filter doesn't do as good as the other filters. I think.
It does not.
I think
Maybe
it's
I'll
just too
double
close.
filter this one.
I think it's just too close.
You're too close. Who put up the draft stuff?
Me.
Jerry did.
You.
So
Oh,
NFL
well, I
draft.
should have figured because Travis didn't do shit, and this is his show.
Yep.
Exactly. The NFL draft plans to stick with its April 23rd to 25th schedule for this year's draft, despite a recommendation from the league's general manager subcommittee to Commissioner Roger Goodell on Tuesday that it be moved back due to the coronavirus pandemic, league source says. General managers are concerned that in the current environment, with off-season activities canceled and some teams' facilities closed, there won't be enough time for player physicals, gathering, psychological testing, getting further verified information about the players, and some teams having to conduct the draft from home.
You know what? I could have presumed that Travis did this because it's a whole story and not like snippets.
I figured it had to be the whole story here because it's bizarre that they're doing this. League sources have said it would be a competitive disadvantage to have some teams in their training facilities during the draft, while teams in California, New Jersey, and other hard-hit areas would be in lockdown and unable to be in their team's buildings. The league still has time to make further and final decision, but the consensus among owners and the league office is for the draft to go on as scheduled. On Wednesdays, the Peter King podcast, New Orleans Saints GM Mickey Loomis, a member of the GM subcommittee, expressed his preference to push back the draft. Pretty much the GM's owners don't want it, but the league's still going to have it on that date.
Well,
who fucking cares about what the GMs want?
Yeah.
GMs, the owners, no. I find the statement.
They just need to stay in contact like we are. We spent some good money to make sure we could stay in contact.
I still
tell me about it.
I still find it funny that they.
How is it that I have 2 studios?
Don't worry,
apparently, you knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, that's right. And Notre Dame is over here and just making shit happen.
We're prepping for the end of the world. Don't worry. When it all comes to a screeching halt, we'll still be podcasting from basements, and everyone will be listening to us because nothing else will be going on.
Right. Considering TV shows are now being put on hiatus. I'm getting it's coming to the end of the ones they've recorded, so we're running out of new TV shows to watch.
Even news stations are doing it remote.
Yeah, they are.
But most people from news stations are at their own houses.
Hell, EEI is working from basements across the U.S.
Watching ESPN is kind of rough.
Yeah, I tried to turn on ESPN, ESPN2 and stuff earlier today. It didn't last long.
Are they all in basements also?
They're still somewhat in studio, partially here, partially there, but
yep,
they have nothing to talk about. And it gets
I do love it when what the hell is his name? The guy that seems like he knows what he's talking about, but doesn't know what he's talking about on ESPN.
Oh, I don't know on ESPN. I was gonna say Travis, but
no,
he said on ESPN.
Oh, hang on.
Give me a little bit more of a hint.
Yeah, sorry. Hang on, I got this.
There's a lot of people on ESPN that don't know what they're talking about.
So
Max Kellerman.
Yeah, Max.
No.
The guy who does the X Games?
No. He's a regular on like a bunch of shows. I almost said Bob Costas, but that's not it.
I don't know then. Come on.
Hang on. I Googled it.
And yet he still doesn't know the answer.
Stephen A. Smith.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That dude is a dink. Today his video went out, and I was so happy.
Oh yeah, they kept popping out on him, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you watch ESPN too?
I had it on for a little while. I had the audio on at least, and they kept saying, "Oh, we lost video again. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's lost again."
I was watching Last Man Standing the other day.
The other day?
Yeah, I was all up in the channel in which has a bunch of fun things for us to watch and entertain and enjoy.
Yes.
So you're
Oh, is
watching
it on
porn?
Hulu?
You were streaming porn?
I mean, who doesn't? Now I don't have to go to the bathroom to take care of business. Moving on to free agents. Jadeveon Clowney still hasn't signed. Jameis Winston hasn't signed. Brian Bulaga moved from Green Bay to the Chargers. 3 years, $30 million.
Do you think James Winston is actually going to sign anywhere anytime soon, or do you think it's going to be a lost cause?
I almost feel like he might be a Tebow.
A Tebow?
I think he might be a Tebow, where he was overrated in college and did something in the pros, and then he just kind of fizzled out.
I think someone will pick him up as a backup.
Do you think he's going to go to baseball after this?
Yeah.
No, I think he'll get tried out, and he'll probably be on a practice squad or two, but I don't think he's going to get anything long-term or long-standing.
I think he'll end up being a backup this season, if this season happens, that is.
Yeah.
This season will happen.
Well, there's talks they're already considering pushing back the start of the season.
The season doesn't start until August.
Yeah, but OTAs and stuff.
Anyone?
But they need all their OTAs
just had a
and mini camps
coronary.
and crap like that.
I feel like Travis wants to say something after applying lotion to his hands.
No, it's all the stuff from this beer that you had brought over, the top things.
Oh, you're scraping the barrel, aren't you?
Yeah.
I bet you wish you went to the store to go buy beer.
I ain't gonna have to go buy beer. I'm gonna have to go stand at the end of the road, at the end of the parking lot, at the brewery, so that way I can get my growlers filled.
You don't have to stand; just drive up.
You know you have 2 jars of Shine in your fridge, right?
Yeah, that I'm saving for next week when we have absolutely nothing to talk about, and I'm just gonna get trashed.
My cousin drove down here from Manchester just to pick up 2 jars.
Did you put him outside your doors so that way he didn't have to go inside the house?
No, I let her come in, and she hasn't seen the house yet and all that. So I was like, "Yeah, come on in."
Now you have the Corona in the house.
Well, now she has the corona.
Let's not go ahead and spread rumors. All right. So Robbie Anderson hasn't signed. He's still with the Jets. Melvin Gordon went from the Chargers to the Broncos. 2 years, $16 million. Xavier Rhodes, nothing. Brashad Perriman went from the Buccaneers to the Jets. 1 year, $8 million, $6 million guaranteed. Clinton Dix is now with the Cowboys. 1 year, $4 million, 2.5 guaranteed. Ndamukong Suh re-signed 1 year, $9.25 million.
Yep.
Jimmy Smith stayed with the Ravens for 1 year, $6 million. This contract is weird. Michael Pierce, 3 years, $27 million, with a max of $28 million, $18 million guaranteed, and back to free agency at 30.
What?
Yeah, that's his contract.
So he has 3 years.
Yes.
And it's guaranteed for $18 million.
Correct.
And I'm guessing with incentives, he can make up to $28 million.
Correct.
And they must have no option to franchise him or.
Yeah,
anything
it must have a
Yeah, it's a
non-franchise tag, so that way in 3 years when he turns 30, he'll be a free agent again.
Yep.
Yeah. Emmanuel Sanders, he
Is a
now
new weapon for
with
Drew
the-
Brees.
Yes, he
He's
is.
with the Saints, 2 years, $16 million. That division just got better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that division is going to be producing a Super Bowl winner.
The NFC South and the NFC North are the 2 divisions to watch.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a
Ebron.
shootout for a lot of these teams in those two spots this year.
Do you know what would be the best for the NFC South is Tom Brady getting injured within the first 5 games? He might just want to do that to save himself the embarrassment of just being in a strong-ass division. Because I feel like the Falcons are actually going to be worth a damn.
Yeah,
Panthers are going to be worth
We
a damn.
said that before. I think we've rewind. That's what you said last year, and they turned out to be like nothingness.
So what I need you to do is go back 30 episodes
yeah.
and start from episode 1 and move forward and let me know what I said.
Okay.
I need you to do that for me.
All right. We'll start them next week. We'll just play them instead of what we'll do it live.
Oh, we'll play repeats.
Maybe
There
we should
go.
do is comment on what you said. Start week 1 last year.
That's what we could do. What we'll do is we'll play the old episodes and we'll do commentary to the old episodes and talk about what we thought we were talking about.
Like, yeah, what was I thinking?
Boy, was I wrong.
Or we could do the commentary before I showed up and going, wow, how did we not know any of this football knowledge?
Because
Who
the
are we
first
really
3 weeks
talking
we
about?
were literally just audio, so we could just pause the audio, play it, pause it, play it, pause it.
No, we are not that desperate yet. We are going to find other sports-related stuff to talk about.
I totally almost watched curling though earlier today and I was pissed because I missed it by like 3 minutes and I forgot all about it.
So, do we talk about Eric Dobbin?
Eric Ebron.
Sorry.
He is now
What
with.
did you call him?
He said Dobbin.
Dobbin.
Dobbin? But,
Oh my God! Have you guys watched Paradise PD yet?
No, it's on my
I've
list of
watched
things that now I'm starting to catch up with all my other shows.
Oh my God! Season 2 just came out, and there's a character named Dobby, and it is fucked up. So Eric Ebron, he signed with the Steelers 2 years, $12 million. Connor McGovern is now a Jet, 3 years, $27 million, $18 million guaranteed. Mackenzie Alexander signed with the Bengals 1 year, $4 million. Von Bell also signed with the Bengals 3 years, $18 million. Jermaine Fetty
Fetty.
Looks
signed
right.
with the Bears 1 year, $9 million. David Onyemata is re-signed with the Saints 3 years, $27 million. This is another interesting contract. Adrian Phillips signed with the Patriots 2 years, $3.5 million guaranteed, backloaded, $1.5 million signing bonus, $1 million roster bonus, with $500,000 each year plus $1.5 million in incentives.
That's a Patriots contract right there.
Yeah. Did you understand that?
I really didn't care that much. I just typed it all in.
I'm just surprised that they went after our safety after they just re-signed their safety. Didn't we re-sign our safety from last year, Jeremy?
You mean Devin McCourty?
No, McCourty was a corner. They were both corners. The McCourty brothers were corners.
No. Devin's the free safety.
Oh, okay.
Jason's the corner. They just traded away Harmon, who was also a safety.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was confused.
You think?
Who else did we
You
have back
just-
at safety last year?
Chung is a strong safety,
Okay.
but Chung's currently on contract. That's nothing new.
Right, so. Oh, it's just weird that they picked up another safety.
No, it's cheap money.
That is cheap money.
Cheaper than they're paying Harmon.
True. All right, so we got Andrews Pete, who's going to stay.
They're keeping Breeze standing.
Yeah. Andrews Pete, he's got 5 years for $57.5 million.
Stop yawning.
$33 million in guaranteed.
In guarantees.
It says Friday 3/20. Oh, so that happened last week.
Yeah, I updated on the 20th. Remember how I said I updated earlier?
Ah, yes. Devon Campbell, linebacker, he is staying with it or leaving the Cardinals?
Going to the Cardinals.
Going to the Cardinals
1 year,
for 1 year,
$8.5 million.
I even typed it out for you because you can't.
Well, I don't know what
Austin
the one before.
Is going from the Eagles to the Raiders. 1 year, $1.0475 million includes $910,000 base salary, minimum wage for new CBA with $137,500 signing bonus.
Wow.
Who
Sean,
comes up with these numbers? Like,
Nelson Aguilar is a pretty good receiver. I don't know why people didn't sign him for more money.
I think
Gotta be
maybe he
as cheap
just
as
wanted to
possible.
be a Raider.
No one wants to be a Raider.
Well, they are the Vegas Raiders now, so maybe he wants to be a part of history. The 2020 season, they are now officially Vegas Raiders.
Yep, because the stadium's supposed to be done.
Yep.
Is the
Sean
stadium done already?
Robinson.
Because if not, it's not done yet.
No, it's probably not going to be done in time. Sean Robinson went from the Lions to the Rams, 2 years, $17 million. Andrew Billings went from the Bengals to the Browns. I don't know which is worse. For 1 year, $3.5 million.
At least he doesn't have to sell his house.
Yeah.
That's true. They're within the same area. My question is, who is going to pick up Cam Newton?
New England.
No, I don't think so.
Actually, he would probably be a decent backup for what's his face there? Kansas City.
Pat Mahomes?
Yeah.
Mahomes?
I mean, only if
He
Cam
doesn't.
Newton
He
is
doesn't
willing
want.
to
He doesn't want to be a backup.
sign a friendly contract. But yeah.
But- I think he wants to be a starter, so I think he's going to end up.
All right. Well, let's think about this. What teams need a starter?
The Bengals,
The Browns.
the Browns.
No, the Browns have their starter. They're going to keep what's his nuts.
Yeah, he's garbage.
Exactly. They need a starter.
They don't
Well-
need. They're going to keep him. They invested in him.
Not really.
The Lions
First-round
could use a
picks don't
better
get paid
quarterback.
that much anymore.
I think the Pat. I think
Miami
the Pats.
needs one.
Did you say the Lions need a better quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, they don't.
Did
They
you
just
what? You
the
are
Lions
out of
just
your
need a healthy
goddamn
quarterback.
mind.
Hold on, Nate. You're fighting for the Lions.
they need
Look,
Matt
look.
Stafford to stay healthy. Matt
Matt
Stafford's a
Stafford
decent
is an
quarterback.
outstanding quarterback. He just plays for a shitty team.
Yep.
And they have a shitty head coach that likes to harass his players.
Facts.
Yep. Facts, Max. But yeah, I
And
don't know.
now we're quiet.
There's not too many teams I think that really need a starting quarterback still.
Probably
Yeah.
I'm
not.
trying to think of who needs a quarter. I mean,
The Pats. I almost positive the Pats are just gonna stick with the second year Stidham.
After
well,
they
Hope
signed,
for the
they
best.
also
they
picked up
signed
what's
Hoyer as a backup.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
signed Hoyer. Well, with telling him that he has the chance to compete for a starting position.
But
Yeah.
you know what? That's actually kind of smart, though. Is you bring in a veteran journeyman.
That knows your
Mm-hmm.
system.
Yeah, he knows the system. He's a journeyman to push your potential starting quarterback to earn that position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you know your job's on the line, you're going to push harder to take it. It's the same thing that the Bears did, taking up Nick Foles.
No, the Bears are gonna start Foles.
Do you think so? You don't think
Yeah.
he's going to take over the starting position?
Who?
Mitch Trubisky. They still have Trubisky.
No,
They picked
sure.
up Foles to give
They-
a little bit of push to their starter.
They're paying Trubisky or Foles over $20 million. They're not bench. He's gonna be the starter.
Do you know who else got paid a shit ton of money? Matt Flynn when he went to Seattle and fucking Russell Wilson took his job. And then Oakland paid out the ass for him. And then Derek Carr started.
Yeah,
It's not
But-
unlike an NFL team to spend a bunch of money on a quarterback. To
Yeah,
have him
but
sit on the bench.
Mitch Trubisky sucks. So
Well, yeah.
all right, so let's run
it's
through
a Bear.
possible teams. Well, I'm gonna run through teams. Tell me if they need a quarterback. Packers,
No.
Yes.
Bears.
The Bears could use one, but I think they're happy with what they got.
Okay, Rams.
No.
No, I think they'll stay with it.
Jared Goff, he's straight.
Yeah, he's garbage. Panthers. He's not going back. Titans just signed their
Well, the
quarterback.
Panthers just signed. Oh, if we go down a little bit, they just signed a quarterback.
Oh, well, I know, but let's stay on task here.
I know, but I'm just
Right.
saying giving you what I know. They are pretty content with what they got,
Yeah.
and they're
Yes.
not going to re-sign Cam Newton,
Exactly. They just cut him. The Titans, no, they just
Nope.
signed.
Tannehill.
Tannehill
Yep,
back.
The Browns, no, you say they're staying with.
I
What's
really
his
wish I
name?
could remember his name. Sandy Duncan.
Yeah.
What? What'd you just call him?
The commercial guy.
Yes, the commercial guy. Come on, you guys talk. Hold
I
on.
know. I'm blanking.
I
What's funny is we all have computers right in front of us, and none of
Baker
us.
Mayfield.
But
That's
yes,
it.
Mayfield.
I was working on it. I was just taking a little time.
I still like Sandy Duncan.
Okay, the Chiefs, no.
No,
no.
The Jaguars.
the Jaguars are going with
Minshew.
Minshew, but they could use competition in that department. But I don't think Cam
They-
Newton falls in the offensive scheme
No.
for the Jags.
Okay, the Ravens.
No. Well, They could use him as a backup, but I think they have RG3 as the backup, which is complementary to Lamar Jackson. So I don't think they're going to go with Cam Newton.
The
'Cause
Dolphins.
Dolphins could use a quarterback, but I think
I'm-
they they
No.
still have what's his face,
for a year.
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzmagic.
So I think they're going to draft a rookie and let him sit behind Fitzpatrick. So they
Makes
could
sense.
use
They
a
have, like,
quarterback,
10
but they're
first
probably
round
not going to go with
A veteran.
another old guy.
Yeah. The Falcons.
No, they have
Matt Ryan.
Matty Ice. They're going to keep him, but they should start considering the future. So they're going to need a quarterback at some point soon.
Yeah. Minnesota Vikings, they just upped Kirk Cousins for another 2 years.
Yep, but they could still use a solid backup. But Newton isn't complimentary to Cousins, so I don't think it'd be a good scheme fit.
The Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills have a strong quarterback, and they're all about drafting young talent and not bringing in veterans. So unless they're like a tried and true veteran, so I don't think they're going to go to the Bills.
The Jets, they have what's his name?
Sam Darnold,
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
which he's just now he's gone through Romspringer. He's got his experience. He got to enjoy some life, so maybe he'll be fine.
Unless he comes down with the COVID-19 from spring break-in or something.
He's going to end up with herpes.
Probably. The Washington Redskins, old coach.
No, I don't think Riverboat Ron's going to take him. Though, was it Haskins? Kareem Haskins?
Yeah, something like that.
They're similar in playing styles, but I don't know if Cam Newton would be a smart choice to go to the Redskins.
Yeah,
If I was them, I would probably take a different backup quarterback, maybe an Andy Dalton to be competitive with Haskins.
Well, what's ever going to happen with Alex Smith there?
Well, that's true too. He's coming back. He should be back.
He should be back for the season. So
Well, that's another thing too. Is where's Dalton going?
Yeah.
He's a better quarterback than.
Yeah, but
Cam
Dalton's
Newton.
still on a roster. Dalton's still on the Bengals. They haven't cut him, so
Oh no! I thought they cut him on his birthday.
I didn't think so.
He's not a Bengal anymore.
Someone check that while we're going through this process.
I'm on it.
Okay.
We both know your brother can't do it.
Yes, that's true. The Eagles.
The Eagles?
No,
Uh,
I'm not confident in Carson Wentz. I think they should have kept Nick Foles because that duo, that tandem was perfect. Carson Wentz gets him a few games. Nick Foles finished the season.
Yep.
He's the closer for the Eagles.
Colts. No, they just signed Phillip Rivers for a year.
Yep.
And they still have what's his nuts.
Brissett.
Brissett,
Jacoby
yeah.
Brissett. The Chargers, they said they're sticking with Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of weird.
Yes, Tyrod Taylor used to be a Buffalo Bill, and he sucks.
Oh yeah, Sexy Rexy was all about Tyrod.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yes, he was. Tyrod had some sexy feet, that's why.
Though Sexy Rexy also put Sanchez tattooed on his arm.
Exactly. He was never the brightest bulb on the tree. The Bengals.
The Bengals need a quarterback.
They're going first round draft pick and taking the Heisman Trophy winner.
Joe Burrows?
Yep.
Why do I know that?
Because we just talked about him
I
earlier.
know, but I wasn't even thinking about it, and it just popped in my head.
Seattle Seahawks. They got Russell Wilson. They're not going to take him.
No, but
Although-
they're just a sturdy backup in case
Yeah, I
they're
don't-
planning on Wilson getting hurt. But I don't think Newton's going to take that kind of pay cut.
No.
At any time, Travis, you can come in on this conversation.
He's completely lost the
I'm
ropes.
enjoying you guys just going back and forth about it.
I'll say we're moving way too fast for him.
The Lions, I'm going to say no because they have Stafford coming back healthy. Should be a decent team this year. The Cardinals, no, they have the first round draft pick from last year.
And they got deep weapons. They have Larry Fitzgerald on one end and
DeAndre Hopkins on the
yeah,
other.
thank you. The other side. Yep.
The New York Giants. I know they said they were sticking with the young kid, but that might be an option.
Yeah, but how are their playing styles comparative?
They're completely different.
Yeah, see, and they could take him in, but that's the other thing is if you take a quarterback that's not capable of running, and a quarterback that is more of a pocket and more conservative, then you have to have two different style playing offense.
Yeah. Very true.
have playbooks to match both of them.
All
So
right.
you really want to look for somebody that's comparative.
Here's one for you. The Dallas Cowboys. Dak and Cam's pretty similar styles of play.
Yep.
I don't hate it.
Dak still hasn't. I don't think he signed his tender yet.
No, Dak. They have until July, and actually,
Yeah.
this was being talked about on ESPN that they think that old Jerry Jones is just trying to keep the Cowboys in the news.
Yeah, I heard this.
So they probably have already reached an agreement of some sort, but
They just aren't announcing it to try and keep the Cowboys in the news.
Yep.
But that would be a good poll. That I could see Jerry Jones pulling that. Oh, you don't want to take what we're offering? Oh, we're gonna rescind the franchise tag. Hey, Cam, come play for us for half the amount of money we're gonna pay Dak.
Yep.
so far I've seen nothing about Andy Dalton being on any team whatsoever.
Okay. The Niners
So
aren't.
you see that 14 hours ago, Bengals open to keeping Andy Dalton on 2020 roster.
I told you he hasn't been cut yet.
Oh no, they benched him on his birthday.
Yes, they
That's
benched
what's-
him.
Okay, my bad.
I told you he was still on the Bengals.
Yeah.
49ers, they aren't going to take him. They got Jimmy G.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Tampa Bay Bucks aren't going to take him. They got Brady.
Maybe
Pittsburgh-
Brady needs competition.
Yeah, that's the last thing Brady needs. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they aren't going to take him. They got Big Ben and
So
like
I have a question about that. When do the Steelers decide to
Part
bring
ways
in
with
another
Ben.
quarterback?
well, they have
Ben,
Duck. They
he's
have
getting
Duck.
hurt. He's old.
They have Duck there, don't they?
They have Duck Hodges, but I mean, he didn't
He didn't
really
do
play
so-
all that amazing.
Yeah,
I
he
have a
didn't do
feeling
so well. while he
Steelers
was
going to
playing.
draft a young quarterback this year and really start to groom him as the replacement because Ben has 2 years left on contract that he said he was going to play through.
Think so.
There is a scratch on the desk.
Oh, you better epoxy it.
What did you do?
Who
Looking
do
at you, lawn gnome.
Who, me?
Yes, you. I haven't been there since we installed it, so
What did I do?
There's a scratch on the new desk.
I didn't scratch the new desk. You're
How
the
do
one-
we know that you didn't scratch the new desk?
Because I was careful.
Were you?
Yeah. Plus, I haven't been the one screwing around with the desk. I
Panda
made sure
says it
I
wasn't
didn't
her.
stand even on the desk when I was setting up the wires.
You were over there dropping tools and shit.
I didn't
Farting in
drop
my face.
shit.
you enjoyed
that.
that.
I did. That I
Okay.
did.
Anyway, carry on.
Okay, so the Steelers, I think they're going to pick up a young quarterback in this year's draft and groom him to replace Ben. The Patriots, I don't think they're going to pick up Cam. I think they're staying young and brought Hoyer in to compete.
Though, do
The
you
te-
think they're going to draft in the first or second round a quarterback
No.
and just have a shootout through whenever training camp might be to actually kind of figure out who they're going to go with leading the way?
If there's a potential franchise quarterback there at the 23rd pick or whatnot, they might. If not, I have a feeling they might draft one like fourth round because they still have the third quarterback on the roster as well too. So,
It probably wouldn't hurt for them to pick up a quarterback because it's not unlike the Patriots to bring people on just to try them out to cut them.
yeah.
They love doing that. That's like
They
their
do.
favorite
Do it a
pastime.
lot.
Yes. Oh, what about the big cut this week by the Patriots?
Their kicker?
Yes.
Oh yes,
Their franchise
Gostkowski. He's
Clearly,
out.
they know that they can just go through a season with like 5 kickers and be fine.
Yeah.
Well, no. See, the thing is that they're just going to use their puncher to kick this year. Their puncher is going to be their kicker and everything.
I'm telling you, Ocho Cinco's coming back.
I don't think so. He already has chance at New England. He didn't pan out well, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was as a wide receiver, but not as a kicker.
He's no. Okay, so the Texans, they have pretty decent franchise quarterback.
They do, but they could use a backup. And that's the other part, though, is Cam Newton wants to start. So
Yes. So that doesn't work. The Saints don't need him. They got Drew Brees. The
Yep.
Broncos.
Oh, dude, the fucking Panthers picked up Teddy Bridgewater
Yes.
Yes.
plus somebody else.
Who else did they pick up?
Yes. We'll get to that next.
Yep.
I threw that in there.
I did too.
Or okay, I threw the rest of those in there. You had one of them. I threw like 4 or 5 more in.
All right, great.
The Broncos. Who do they have? I know they released.
The Broncos
What's
don't have
his name?
anybody, if I remember correctly.
They released the old Baltimore quarterback, Flacco,
Yep.
and I don't think they have any real Maybe younger quarterbacks, but I don't think they have anyone really.
Drew Lock, Jeff Driscoll, and fuck is this guy's name? Brad Ripien?
No idea. So
Raytheon?
yeah, and
So
then the
Jeff Driscoll is looking like he's going to be the current starter. Yeah, it says this was 5 hours. Well, it goes more a couple hours ago, but according to the Denver Post, dun, 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 dun. Oh god, fucking cookies.
gotta stop
Hang on,
watching
just
so
bear
much
with
porn.
me.
But so then the Oakland Raiders, that's the only other team left, and they don't. Actually, they might be wanting to move on from Derek Carr.
They also just signed somebody.
Oh, that's true. They did.
I don't remember who, but they signed somebody.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't remember.
So from what I'm gathering, is no team really needs a starting quarterback.
No.
No.
And we have a draft still to happen. Andy Dalton's still out in the wind.
A possible trade.
Yep.
Marcus
Cam Newton's
Mariota.
free to talk to whomever.
Marcus
And he still has to
Mariota
pass a
went
physical.
to. Yep.
That's the other thing. Is if he goes to another team, he has to pass a physical.
Yep. Marcus Mariota went to Oakland, so that pulls them off the list.
Yep, that's
Yep.
the guy right there.
That's what I. So yeah, there's no one out there for Andy Dalton or Cam Newton.
No, I mean, out of the two of them, Andy Dalton seems like he has the most security.
Most upside.
Yeah,
because
that's
I mean, if he's still on the roster,
well, that, and he produced a bit better last year than Cam Newton did.
Well, yeah, Cam Newton was hurt from pretty much the beginning.
Yeah.
do we? Do you think? I almost feel like Andy Dalton is an Alex Smith, who was a really great quarterback, and you can even put what's his face, the fucking Lions guy,
Oh,
Matt Stafford.
Stafford, as really great quarterbacks that will never win a championship because of the teams that they play for.
Yep.
There's a lot of those in NFL history.
Dan Marino is probably the best.
Yep.
Or Jim Kelly.
Yep.
Two very well-known, very
Bridesmaids.
yes.
Never the bride.
All right, Travis, pull some weight here. Get some XFL/NFL updates going on here.
All right, so the XFL QB brings the boys to the yard.
You like that one, don't you?
I do. I enjoy that one. Houston Roughnecks QB P.J. Walker has attracted the interest of 3 different NFL teams: the Seahawks, the Cardinals, and the Broncos. The XFL has permitted its players to sign with any interested NFL teams immediately, but the NFL has told its clubs that they are prohibited from contacting players whom are still under XFL contracts. Was an update apparently. P.J. Walker signed with the Panthers.
Who was not one of the top 3 suitors.
No. Walker signed a 2-year, $1.565 million contract that includes a $150,000 signing bonus and a $25,000 workout bonus next year.
I was gonna say, I don't think anyone's doing any workout bonuses anytime soon.
Oh, I see all the ones you added. Look at
Yep.
you.
Jordan Tamu, QB, the St. Louis Battlehawks. The Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs have inked Tamu to a 1-year deal where he'll compete with longtime NFL veteran Chad Henne for the backup role behind Patrick Mahomes. That's
I
actually
know
not
this
a
is
back
question
fit for him.
Jeremy, but where was Chad Henne before?
He was the Dolphins. He was a bunch of places.
Yeah,
I remember. Okay, yeah.
it's actually not a bad fit for him.
I think he was Jags. He was.
Yep. That sounds about right.
I think he was. Let's see. Where's his career? How many more teams can I pull out of my ass before I find this list?
He was
Dolphins.
Miami, Jacksonville, and Kansas City.
Damn, I'm good. See, I didn't even have to Wikipedia. I already knew the answers.
No, all you had to do is click on his name because it was a hyperlink.
Oh, I literally Googled Chad Henne.
So
I was scrolling down, and by the time I got there, I'd already figured out who he played for.
What's funny is you guys are way more computer savvy and literate than I am.
Well, I already had the answers. I didn't need to actually look.
You didn't have Jacksonville.
So another
Yes, I did.
roughneck,
I said Jacksonville.
Dietrich Nichols, defensive backer. Nichols, the XFL's interception leader, has agreed to a one-year deal with the New Orleans Saints. The team announced Tuesday. The 25-year-old has NFL experience before, as he played 6 games for the Arizona Cardinals in 2018, after being undrafted from the University of South Florida. Another defensive back, Devon Askew Henry of the New York Guardians, the cousin of longtime New York Jets standout, has reportedly signed a 2-year deal with the New York Giants, according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. Prior to the XFL's, Askew Henry was a standout for the University of West Virginia. And the XFL's sack leader signs with Pittsburgh. Kavon Walker. Kavon? Is it really
Yeah.
Kavon? Kavon Walker inked a 1 year with the Steelers. Walker had 19 tackles, 5 for losses, 4.5 sacks, and 9 hits on the QB in 5 games with the Guardians.
I looked everywhere for the actual numbers for this contract, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I spent a good hour scouring the interwebs to try to find the details.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why nobody is reporting any part of actually how much he was getting, but
1 year, 610,000.
you found it?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Took Jerry 10 seconds.
That's contract expected to be for $610,000 for 1 year.
Oh, that's not bad.
Every time I went to go look for it, it would bring me to some other player that the Steelers released using this guy as the replacement.
That wasn't a hard find.
Well, clearly I couldn't find it on my work computer.
Clearly, someone doesn't know how to use the interwebs.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Jeremy can now use the interwebs because his home internet doesn't have him blocking all the sports locations.
What?
I don't need sports websites to get information. I have it all.
It's all inside that big noggin of yours.
Yep, it goes in and stays in there forever. You really should have said what this episode was about and took off the 30 things that we weren't talking about. Does Amanda have any questions for us?
It's all gonna end Sportscast?
Yep.
Is that really what we named this?
I had nothing else to name it, and I asked Jeremy, so I was like,
I said it's the end as we know it, and he said he changed it to "It's all gonna end."
This is the shittiest name for a podcast episode ever.
Well, it's not like anybody watched it. I can change it afterwards when people watch it back.
Yeah. I told him it should have been the end of the world as we know it podcast.
I was about to tweet it, but I mean, really?
I can change it. Watch.
I mean, I just deleted it. Hashtag Corvid. COVID, yeah, that's right.
They're gonna take it down.
Save. Yeah.
Dude, that's the hot trending tweet.
Hashtag.
Right
there we go. I changed it for you, Nate.
Is it Nate's got a big wiener?
No, it was Nate has a tiny wiener. We want to tell him the truth.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't lie on this podcast.
It still says it's the end of the world sportscast live.
Yeah.
You suck at this.
Well,
we're no longer like the flag where you guys are in the little corners.
Yes, I keep moving around.
Look at you showing off all the license plates that are in my background. Oh, look at now Jeremy's in center of attention and he looks awkward.
I'm trying to pull up YouTube again. I got rid of it.
That is all three of us. And it's actually the Patriots Stadium with the flyover at night.
I was going to say, why is there fucking jets flying over me? What are those?
Because watch.
PJ Hawks or whatever? Are you still playing? All right.
Yeah,
Now
so that's
I'm short. I feel like that's a copyrighted image.
Yeah,
I
feel
found it
like
on the
probably is.
Googles, so it's okay.
What?
I found
What?
it on the Googles.
On the
Yes,
Google-
it's probably copyrighted. Oh, so Nate, I figured out a way we can actually make a mold for talking stuff or whatever you want to do to hang on the front instead of etching it into the wood. We can have a mold that hangs on front of it.
Oh yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
I still have to figure out what to do behind me.
more license plates.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Just need more
But
license
I
plates.
need more.
But what?
I need more.
I have a
So
bunch.
if
you can have,
anybody's
I told you that.
listening and wants to donate some license plates to the Talking Stuff Studio, you can email us at thickandthinsportscast@gmail.com.
Yep.
You can follow me at Nate T S Pod something.
TPS Reports podcast.
You know,
I don't
it's
know what
hard
my
to-
personal Twitter thing is.
It's hard to sell yourself when you don't know what your own is.
Well, he's used to just doing it on the corner.
I always
so.
tweet under podcast_stuff, but I don't know what my actual Twitter handle is. It's like Nate TSP Cast on Twitter.
Don't ask me.
I don't know. Travis follows me.
Yeah, the only reason I follow you is because I know you. I don't actually pay attention to it.
I barely tweet on that.
Exactly.
You know, I don't follow you because I know you.
Actually, I have somebody that says, I accidentally shaved a chunk of my landing strip off while I was trying to shape it today, and so I have to start over. There was no shaving it unless, quote, tiny Hitler stash, quote, end quote, pubes is your thing. I made the executive decision to just shave it all off. I'm going to go ahead and like that tweet. There's also a video of Brad Williams being towed by his dog on a skateboard. Oh, Twitter, you make me happy.
Are we gonna have to start talking random tweets of the week?
Actually, I'm checking to see if there's any sports stuff.
I don't think there is. Is it like really? Everybody in sports has kind of gone quiet.
Oh, did we talk about the Olympics getting postponed for a calendar year ish?
Did we talk about that last week? I don't think so.
I don't
No,
think we even
that
talked
hap-
about it this week.
That happened. No, I know we didn't. It happened this week.
Well, why don't you go ahead and mention it? Because I'm going to go grab something else to drink right quick.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on 1 second.
So what I heard about it is that they are postponing the Olympics for a full year in hopes that this will be taken care of by then. And everything will be back to normal, like fully back to normal.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the actual
It'll
post
be
about it.
also the first time, I think, in Olympics history that it didn't go off as planned. Because even during World War II it happened.
Yeah. I don't see the actual. I can't.
So my question
There
is,
was also something about Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and like some college basketball game that happened today in history.
Yeah, there's something
that?
about that. Yeah, that it was the NCAA championship game, and everyone thought that was the one of the first times that the two best teams actually played each other. Kind of crap.
really?
But I don't think that was actually. I don't think that was the finals. I think that was like the semifinals or something. It was like Final Four or something.
Is this what it feels like to sit?
Yes.
No, this isn't.
Oh, it feels pretty great to sit finally.
How far is Concord, New Hampshire?
Why are you looking? Are you on the Facebook Marketplace?
Jeremy sent something.
Oops.
I don't. I have it.
You do.
Oh, do I? I don't get updates.
Yes.
But the funny part is I'm not looking at the car. I'm looking at something else.
So Major League Baseball Players
Is there a redhead?
Association.
Oh, I got two messages on here.
They've agreed to some kind of deal for a path
Send
forward.
me a friend request.
Hold on. Who's for a path forward?
Major League Baseball and the MLB Players Association. Major League Baseball and the MLB Players Association have agreed to a deal that draws a path forward as baseball tries to figure out when it will return from the stoppage because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
How much more money
think-
they getting per year?
They don't say really much about what the few things they do mention. has the right to shorten the 2020 draft to 5 rounds, can delay the start of the international signing period as late as January 2021, shorten the 2021 draft to 20 rounds, push back the 2021-2022 international signing period to January 2022 through December 2022. The most important thing is players in the doomsday scenario, if no 2020 season, they will get full service time credited, meaning players like Mookie Betts, Trevor Bauer, Marcus Stroman, JT Realmuto, and others will be free agents in November, regardless of whether games are played. So a player like Mookie Betts, who was just traded this past offseason, could legit be traded, be paid, and become a free agent without ever playing a game for the Mets.
You mean for the not the Mets,
The Dodgers?
Dodgers. Yeah. I was gonna say he didn't get signed over there.
Yeah, the Dodgers. Not
play for the Mets though.
Along these lines, an important point, because the season will clearly be shorter, the arbitration rules will be adjusted so players are not penalized for putting up counting stats that don't stack up to past comparables. I'll be right back. You guys figure out what to talk about.
I don't know what else to talk about. I think Jeremy's out of beer.
The end result is we got to get back to work, and I think we can start by opening up certain parts of the country. You know, Farm Belt, certain parts of the Midwest.
Nate, is that you?
Other places, but I think that as an example, you go to Texas. There are places in Texas. Great governor Greg Abbott. There are places in Texas where, you know, it's a tremendously big state that aren't impacted by this. So I think we can open up sections, quadrants, and then just keep them going until the whole country's opened up. But we have to open up. The people want to get back to work. They want to get back. That's the way we're engineered. I don't believe you need 40,000 or 30,000 ventilators. You know, you go into major hospitals sometimes, they'll have 2 ventilators, and now all of a sudden they're saying, can we order 30,000 ventilators? So
I find it interesting that said it was only like 58 seconds, and it just carried over to another loop. Like it just,
it just kept going.
It did keep going. Just kind of like this show. We just keep going.
That's what we try and do.
Like we should end it. We just keep going.
Well, I'm thinking that when Jerry gets back, we might need to, because there's nothing really more about sports, and it's kind of sad.
It is.
Because
what's also sad is we have to look. I don't think anybody fully understands that you, Jeremy, and I are in 3 different locations.
If the basement is different,
doing a live show
yeah.
and a podcast right now.
Yep.
What about it?
We're just I think Travis wants to end the show, and I did like this little thing about that I found on Twitter with the El Presidente, and I brought up the point that I don't think anybody, granted nobody's really watching anyway.
Yep.
But I don't think anybody will fully understand that we are literally doing this show for people to not listen to from 3 separate locations.
Yep.
And the pain and the turmoil that we went through
to make this happen.
To make it happen. Just so that way the 3 of us could hang out in separate locations and talk about random fucking sports.
And drink beer. So a few more updates.
Oh, Journey's got updates. That's more than what I can find. Because I found nothing.
Bruce Arians says AB on Bucks won't happen. Not a fit. So Antonio Brown is not following. What?
Isn't he already in Florida?
Yes.
Possibly?
So even on house arrest, he could still play 8 games a year.
Yeah, but he's not. It's not house arrest. The league's not going to let him play. He's going to be suspended indefinitely when he signs on team.
So what he needs to do is what in that Fast and Furious movie where you just live out of a camper.
Yes.
Park it as close as possible to the stadium.
Yep.
That way he can still play.
Okay, so apparently he reached out on Instagram to Baltimore Ravens quarterback. What's the quarterback?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, to Lamar Jackson to see if they're interested in bringing him on.
Ah.
Do we think that he's even going to have a chance? Like, honestly, with what is it, Ray Rice? Is he the one who haymakered his girlfriend in an elevator?
Yes, on video.
Think so,
do we
yeah.
think he's even going to have a chance to like really make it?
He's probably gonna miss at least 4 games, but if someone signs him and he isn't a complete dumbass, I guarantee talent trumps all in that league. Ray
Did you
Rice was
see
towards the
that
end
Joe
of the season.
Montana thinks that Tom Brady made a huge mistake leaving New England?
I did.
Montana
I
also
read
said that
a piece of that.
New England made a huge
Mhm.
mistake by not signing Tom Brady.
Yeah,
too.
by letting it
They
get to this
both
point
made
where he
mistakes.
left.
Yeah, Montana was always that voice saying that he should stay where he is and not change teams, and that the team should do whatever they can to keep him.
So I know that, like, for the lack of sports and the lack of news, Tom Brady, it seems like it's the biggest thing. But I feel like since you both are Patriots fans, right?
Yeah.
Last I knew, anyway.
Yes.
Says who?
And we live in the great quadrant of New England.
That we do.
Yes. What's your question?
I totally lost it.
We
I
thought you
noticed.
Like,
Do we think that New England made a mistake or that Brady made a mistake?
I guess so.
I'm gonna say no. I think
I
you could
th-
tell over the past 4 years or so, things were getting stale. Nothing was really changing to really keep that ambition there. Yeah, winning Super Bowls, but when you've done it all, you've won it all, you kind of lose that ambition just doing the same thing every year.
Now, do you think that he's actually even be remotely successful in Tampa Bay? Do you think it's
Yes.
going to be like
That
Joe
offense has
Montana chasing that high, trying to reclaim what he had and just essentially fizzle out?
I think Brady wins one more Super Bowl in Tampa and then retires.
You think so?
Yep.
Do you think? All right. Well, here's a question: do you think Belichick is going to win a championship, or Brady is going to win a championship first?
Brady. Belichick's not winning one in the next 2 years.
Travis.
Well, we went over this last week, and I said that Brady's going to win the championship going to win the championship down there. And you just said, no way in hell. And now today you're like, okay, maybe. And
Who, me?
yeah, you.
I don't think there's a maybe. I think Belichick is going to win before Brady does.
No
Brady
way.
was
Belichick's
80
got an easy 5 years before he gets the bats back to where they were.
No.
You got Stidham, and
No, it's
you
gonna
have
be 3 or 4
Hoyer.
years.
You got 3-4 years, more likely 5. I give him
If
5
Brady wanted
years
to win
before I
another
see him.
championship, he should have gone to Miami or the Jets.
No, the Jets suck.
They don't have the
So
weapons
does
that he
Miami,
wants.
and the Patriots are going to suck too.
No, the Patriots aren't going to suck because Brady
The
knows
Bills
Belichick
are going to
knows how
take the AFC East.
Yeah,
The
but
Saints are going to take the NFC South.
I don't think so.
You don't?
No, I think those Saints and Patriots are going to be a prime time game both times, and that's
You
going to
mean
be
the Buccaneers,
Who did I say?
the Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yeah, it's forced
Hey,
to have
this
it,
is
though.
the
Can't
same
freaking
thing
get
I
behind
said. I said during last week, and Nate's like, "No way in hell!" But it's the
Forced to have it.
exact thing I said last week. Is that it's going to be a prime time shootout game, and they'll probably end up splitting games, but it's still not going to be what Nate thinks it's going to be.
Well, you want to know why I think this? Because now with him going to that division, he's going to play this current season. I think it's like 8 games inside of domes. Brady's stat inside of domes is obnoxious.
What is Breeze's stats in the dome?
No, Brady's
Breeze's
stats
all
in
his stats are
Breeze's
almost in a dome.
looks like an average quarterback.
Really?
Because Brady's stats playing outdoors throughout his whole career is pretty on par with Breeze, except for total yards.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, the fact is, Brady plays, maybe 2 to 3 games a year in a dome if he's lucky? No one in the AFC East is on a dome. Most teams in the AFC aren't in domes.
Nope.
So it's interesting you bring that up because I'm going to bring up Brett Favre. Outdoor quarterback, played like shit in domes.
Yes, he always did, though.
Right.
But Brady in a dome. Let me see if I can quickly find it.
But you're also saying that Brady doesn't play well in domes.
No,
No,
he's
I'm
saying
saying
Brady
he plays
plays phenomenal.
Amazing
in
in dome.
Oh, I thought you were saying he plays average in a dome.
No,
He
he
plays
said
better outside.
I'm saying his stats inside a dome make Drew Brees' stats look like an average quarterback.
I get it now. All right.
Okay. So in a dome, he's 71.7% completion, 3,671 yards, 31 touchdowns, 7 picks. Quarterback rating of 115. And that's his career in a dome.
it's not too bad over a career.
Well, considering you don't play in a dome, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's third on the list all time for playing in a dome.
Who's number
Passer
one and number
rating.
two?
Number one is Aaron Rodgers
What?
with a 116.5. You gotta think he plays the Lions in a dome once a year. He played the crappy
Vikings.
in a dome once a year. So I mean, there's some padded stats on that.
2 games. Drew Brees plays every home game in a dome. He plays the Falcons in a dome.
So here's the difference. Rodgers has had 608 completions of 841 attempts inside a dome. It doesn't say exactly how many domes games they played. And Brady only has 427 attempts in a dome. So Rodgers
I
almost
also know that Aaron Rodgers has a better passing rating, more on average, better than Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
So where's Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl
Making
rings,
sure that
though?
we got that established as well. I want to get that on the air.
I still want to know where his Super Bowl rings are, though.
Super Bowl rings don't make a good quarterback. That just means your team was good and you have a really good head coach.
And Deshaun Watson is number 2, but he's only
D. Watson.
but he's only a few years in. You can't really take someone that's not really
Look
past
at the Watson making a statement in the league. Look at you boys.
Okay. So one of my coworkers asked me this question this week. There's rumors that after this coming year, Deshaun Watson's going to want out of Houston, and New England apparently was interested in him. So he asked me, he goes, so would you get his jersey if he was a Patriot player?
Would you?
I'd say you'd have to. Come on, getting a custom Watson jersey. I mean, I consider getting a Ben Watson, but let's face it, 84 tight end, not really a same thing. But you get a low number, okay, that's decent.
Yo.
You know what though? I co-sign with that because there was a rookie wide receiver that was coming out that was a Hanks, and I was all about him. I even picked up at my fantasy league, and he didn't do shit. Never mind the Hanks that was a 49er way back when.
Beforehand.
Okay. And so Drew Brees is number 4th behind Brady with a 114.3 compared to 115 passer rating.
Which isn't that far off.
No, it's not as far. I thought it was further.
And Brees has better records. Brees is younger, slightly, but he's younger. And Brees has played with more teams than Brady has. So you also got to remember, Brady is playing with a brand new team.
No, Brees has played for the same amount of teams as Brady has. They both play for 2 now.
Well, yeah, now, but Brady hasn't played with the second team yet.
I know.
So yeah. So Brees has played with 2 different teams. Now, again, no other quarterback has 6 Super Bowl rings, but not every team has had Bill Belichick as their head coach.
But it's funny you say that because whenever anyone says, "Oh, Belichick's a great coach," they all say, "Oh, well, what does he do without Brady?" It's like that double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
it's weird.
That's why this season is going to be the biggest season in the league, outside of everybody else. But the Brady Belichick is going to be the biggest overshadowing thing in the NFL this entire season. Because who was better, Belichick or Brady?
I think we're going to see Brady win a lot more games this season than Belichick.
I think Belichick has a lot more years than Brady does.
He has a lot more years, but we're talking about the 2 seasons that Brady's going to play. He's going to play this season and next season, and more likely than not, He's going to win a
Brady's gonna
lot
go
more
out
games.
in Game 3 with turf toe.
No, he's not. You just
'Cause he's
want
gonna
him
be
to go
playing
out.
in a dome.
You just want him to go out so that way your Aaron Rodgers boy doesn't look so bad after all.
Look, I would love Aaron Rodgers to be great, and I would love a championship for Green Bay. I don't think
It's
it's
not
going
going
to
to happen.
Okay, so in Brady's career, he's played 14 games in a dome and 9 games in a rep roof. I'm not sure what that is.
I'm
But
not sure either.
Retractable roof.
262 must be, yeah. But 262 games outdoors. And he's 11-3 in a dome and 6-3 in a retractable roof. Compared to a player like Drew Brees. Let's see. Can I go? Okay, so let's see. How come I can't? Where can I get the same stats?
I don't know.
Here we go. Here we go. Compared to Drew Brees, who... Where is it? Why is it not the same spot? Why is this... Okay, here we go. Who's played 135 games in a dome and 11 games in a retractable roof. A little bit of a difference. And I mean, Breeze is 85-50 in a dome, and he's 73-56 outdoors, and he's 5-6 in a retractable roof. So I mean, he doesn't win as much as people would think. I mean, he still wins a lot. He puts up fantasy numbers for passing yards every year.
Yeah.
But when it comes to it, he doesn't win enough games in the end.
No.
You guys want to hear something interesting?
Sure.
So, you know how sports is kind of shut down, right?
Sports?
Sports.
Sports.
Yeah, right? We do a sports cast, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, we don't. There's no sports to talk about. That's why we're here talking about like random things now.
There is a woman named Amy Barnett who makes enormous American flags.
Okay.
And Barnett has found herself in the same position as many small business owners because essentially all of her business disappeared overnight because there is no sports. So all those big flags that get unveiled before all games and they do the national anthem and all that.
Yep.
She is no longer selling American flags to do those events.
Oh, that sucks.
Isn't that nutty? You would like, as a person that is like monopolized the ginormous flag.
Yeah,
you're
industry.
Right. You're like, this is never going to happen to me. I will always have an income because sports is always going to happen.
Well, that's why I was like, hey, let's do a sports cast
because a bat and fucks it up for everybody.
Well, do you remember that I told you, hey, let's do a sports cast because there's always sports on? And lo and behold, what the fuck happens?
So Travis is admitting he's the issue.
Travis
He's
is the reason this is ended.
Yep. Okay.
You killed sports.
Yep. There's a few other random sports news. UFC fighter Jones arrested for DWI, use of firearm.
So he wasn't adhering to the whole quarantine yourself in your house and don't go get drunk out in the middle of the road.
Well, I don't know where he was at, but so
Nate, what are we doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, because I'm just seeing the top of your head.
Oh.
He was in New Mexico.
So I
making us
decided
money
since
tonight.
we're continuing the show, I was going to go ahead and just find a random ass sport.
Oh, you should do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So go on about your business.
So what else you got, Jeremy?
Hold on. Let's see what else I can find. What else can I find? Let's see. Any
I found something useful on the marketplace though.
There's plenty of random stuff on the marketplace.
A 14 gallon barrel that I can use for the
That's not
shop
interesting
vac.
at all.
Well, you build a tunnel so that way it goes before the shop vac, so you don't get all the dust in your shop vac. So that way it
So
doesn't eat your filter.
Look, Jeremy and I look at for classic cars and things I've used, and you go ahead and just find a barrel.
Well, I need the barrel so that way I can build the tunnel thing.
Apparently, a worker at the Raiders Stadium tested positive for COVID-19.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, so that stadium's going to be delayed.
Was that the Vegas one?
That would be the one they're building. Saints coach Sean Payton says he's doing well after a positive test.
Yeah, we knew about that.
So
Well, no, this was
Oh.
yesterday. He's doing a little better.
Oh, that's
but
good.
how about random ass rituals done during sports?
You mean this is kind of like me sitting in my spot?
It's 25 weirdest superstitions and rituals in sports. At number 25, Mike Bibby clips fingernails during timeouts. 24, I want to hit me as hard as you can. So that is John Henderson for the Jaguars. 23, Les Mills goes GOAT. LSU coach Les Miles is one of the most colorful characters, blah, 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 blah. Something about a goat. 22, chuckling octopi and rats.
Wait, what?
The most major sporting events throwing objects onto field of play is a practical sparked by bad officiating and other perceived grievances. However, it comes in hockey. Throwing stuff on ice is a celebrated spectacle reversed for special moments. While the tradition of tossing hats after a hat trick is shared by all teams, the Red Wings and Panthers have their own unique rituals tied with specific people and events. The Red Wings, as horrifying as the idea of octopus carcasses raining down from the stands and arena sounds, is one of the most recognizable NHL traditions. The legend of the octopus started when a Red Wings fan threw one of the critters onto the ice during a playoff game in 1952. It represented the 8 wins needed to secure the Stanley Cup during that era. The Florida Panthers, the rat trick, started in 1995 to 1996 season when Panthers winger Scott Melbany killed a rat in the locker room before home opener and then scored 2 goals later that game. The team went all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals that year, losing to the Colorado Avalanche. The legend snowballed into a tradition of throwing plastic rats onto the ice after every goal scored by the Panthers. The rat trick grew into such a ridiculous act of fan-fueled mayhem that the NHL made the franchise stop selling toy rats in the arena, along with the threat of a delay of game penalty.
That's
Brian
funny.
Urlacher's secret to success prior to Super Bowl 10 XL151? Yes?
10XL what?
XL1.
XL1. So X is 10, L is 5, so 16.
16. What?
No.
No?
X is
Oh,
30.
41. Sorry.
In Miami,
No,
the pregame ritual, the Bears
hold on.
linebacker Brian Urlacher reveals in the public it doesn't involve crushing skulls or busting heads or anything else that you might imagine a future Hall of Famer linebacker doesn't prepare for a football game. Urlacher likes to keep things chill hours leading up to the game. In the morning, he unwinds by an hour of watching fishing shows on television. Once he gets into the stadium, Urlacher zones out by listening to music for a while. He always enjoys a pregame snack, 2 cookies, preferably chocolate chip variety.
Hey, Brian Urlacher, Brian Urlacher, the linebacker for your favorite Rex over there, Rex Grossman, who played quarterback for them back when they lost to the Colts in that Super Bowl. Not to be confused with Rex Ryan and his
I
foot
didn't
fetish.
think it was possible for you to friggin'
Bring it
segue
back.
that in any way. That was a good callback. Good job.
You brought up Brian Urlacher, and I had the in. I had the
Yeah.
in easily.
Well done, sir. I'm proud of you. Kevin Romberg wasn't an Amby Turner. Apparently retiring Major League Kevin Rombacker was exceptionally superstitious guy. At least according to former pitcher Rich Mahler, who confessed that Rombacker was a single most superstitious player he had ever encountered. Mueller said that if anyone touched Rombacher, he would have the touch him back, which is kind of strange. Not nearly as strange as the fact that Rombacher refused to turn right on the diamond. Apparently, he shunned the right turn because when you're running bases, you're only turning left. I guess turning right would throw off the natural order of things. Apparently, he may be also like NASCAR. Magical healing minerals. Athletes always look to new ways to get a leg up on competition, particularly when it comes to speeding up victory time and injuries. Or recovery time, sorry. Some players resorted to performance-enhancing drugs, but former Angels teammate Steve Finley and Darren Erstad had more mystical approaches of healing. Finley received a pouch of healing minerals from former Diamondbacks teammate during the injury-plagued season. Both players wore the minerals around their necks, and the results speak for themselves. Finley batting average rose dramatically as he hit .350 over 3 months. Estrad had a hitting streak of his own and a serious stretch of injury-free play. 18.
Sorry, I couldn't find anything called injury-free play.
Apparently, I triggered Siri. 18 is... you guys tell me which ones you want me to read. Airing your dirty laundry. The playoff beard.
Well, the playoff beer is
NASCAR,
just
no
given.
peanuts or $50 bills allowed. What was that, Travis?
I said the playoff beer is just a given.
Okay.
Who has my audio on?
Minnie Minoso showered the stink off his uniform.
I don't know.
Richie Ashburn slept with baseball bats.
Of course he
Sports Illustrated cover jinx. Wade Boggs pregame chicken. Lucky undies.
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
Turk Wendell's OCD teeth brushing. No hitter silence. That's number 9. Number 6, slump busting gold thong. I'm gonna have to read that one.
Yes.
When former New York Yankees first baseman Jason Giambi broke out of particularly gruesome hitting slump in 2008, he revealed that the secret to his success was a gold thong. Oh, I almost made it. I almost did it.
Okay,
Not only did he pony up using lingerie to spark his performance at the plate, but he also divulged that something else he's done in the past. His teammates were so impressed that a few decided to try it for themselves, including one Johnny Damon, who rationalized the decision by claiming that the mechanics of a thong stopped the hitter from focusing too much on their hands or balance.
Okay, quick question. What
Yeah.
movie does a athlete wear a thong and everyone finds out?
What movie?
What movie?
Is it a sports movie or just movie?
It's sort of, but it would actually
it's
be
your classification of a sports movie. It has sports in the movie.
Yeah, it has sports in the movie.
Tell you what, I'll give you this. He is playing basketball, and they see the thong hanging out.
Yes.
Is it White Man Can't Jump?
No.
Nope.
It is not
Tropic
10 Things
Thunder?
I Hate About You, but She's All That.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
John Tucker Must Die.
It's also in that one, but it's also in She's All That.
I don't think so.
Oh, I know so.
That's the jizz hair. And Brett Favre is in that movie.
What, John Tucker
that-
Must Die?
She's All That.
No, that's
No.
Something about Mary.
Something about Mary.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch that movie. Is that a sports movie because Brett Favre is in it?
Have you seen my baseball?
It's kind of like calling Ace Ventura a sports movie.
Laces
The first
out.
one is yes.
According to your list you gave us, yes, it's a sports movie.
Look, that's not my list. That's Ranker's list. All right.
Well, that Rankers list is
And
quite awful.
Eventually, that's where we're going to be ending up here, folks. Is we're going to be watching sports movies and talking about them.
Okay, so quick random question thrown back to the Bears Colts Super Bowl. What was the first play of the game?
Hail Mary.
Nope. Before a Hail Mary could happen. Nope. Come on, it's the one and only time it's ever happened in Super Bowl history.
Kickoff run back for a touchdown.
Travis Googled it.
No, I didn't actually.
But But yes, Devin
Well, tell
Hester.
your face
I'm like,
that.
it's the first play in the game. It's a kickoff, and the only thing that could, it's probably
Okay.
only happened once is a
Was
run
that-
back for a
What,
touchdown.
Devin Hester?
Yep, Devin Hester kickoff return for a touchdown to start the Super Bowl. and that was the only bright spot of the Bears game.
All right. So number 7, they dipped their stinks in what?
In what?
What?
So for the rituals, Wayne Gretzky, you don't believe, become hands down the census greatest player of all time, like Wayne Gretzky, the great one, Gretzky, without knowing how to take care of your equipment. Although Gretzky may have gone a little above and beyond when it came to babying his stick, after digitally applying friction tape to his blade, he would finish the process by putting baby powder on the relieve some of the tape stickiness. Gretzky didn't like the stickiness on the tape. Bruce Gardner, during his rookie season with the Senators in 1996, a veteran told him, NHL forward Bruce Gardner, that he would only succeed if he learned to get the sticky dirt and adhesive him to dip into the toilet. Initially, he resisted, but ultimately relented after the extended scoring slump. The toilet trick worked, and Gardner went on a hot streak after employing the toilet tactic. Gardner didn't want to overlook the porcelain hockey gods, so he didn't undo the dunking, and after making a daily ritual for a while, he eventually cut back and only used the slump-busting weapon. Madden Curse, which we all know.
Yep.
And love.
Dante Culpepper, Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, Sean Alexander, Peyton Hillis are some of the ones that are not put on here. Spirit cleansing in a Zambezi River.
Nah.
Thanks. The many curses of the Chicago Cubs. You have the curse of the goat, the curse of the black cat, the curse of Steve Bartman.
How many are on there?
Foley, what?
How many are left?
I'm on number 3. Mr. Goalie prays to the porcelain gods.
Okay, I need to hear that one.
Yeah.
All right. Hall of Fame netminder Glenn Mr. Goalie Hall holds NHL record for consecutive games started. His 502 game streak is one of the most unbreakable records in all of professional sports. If you ever saw him before the game, you'd never have guessed that he holds such a record. That's because Hall was known as the throw up before most games. Don't worry, he totally did it on purpose. According to Hall, the ritual started when he was a junior hockey player, and it was occasionally to start. Eventually, it became a regular event because he felt that he played better with extreme pressure. Hall said that at some point he didn't feel like he was giving it everything he had unless he made himself vomit. That is a level of dedication that most of us will never begin to comprehend. Number 2, smoking and drinking. And some of the names in here is Stan Makita, Piel Lindbergh. And the number 1 is Leota Marchand, Moses Aleo, Sergio Gochia, and Barry Fry insane.
I'm assuming those were all before our time.
Yeah.
2004 was Moses. Leota was 92. Yes, the PCA resistance of P. In 2009 interview, MMA fighter Leota Machida revealed that he drinks his own urine each morning like a natural medicine. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so where we actually almost all of these are about urine.
All right, that's enough of those.
Moses Aleo, urine is most likely to soften skin than hardened. He peed on his hands. Oh my god.
Get the hell out of here.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, where are we at?
I think officially you drinking your own urine is time for it to be over.
Is calling it?
I think it's calling it.
But he peed on his hands.
Yeah.
In the era of
Drink it, too.
coronavirus, I
Peeing
feel
on your
like
hand
peeing on
is
your
one
hand is a
thing. But drinking it, I think that's when we do this.
But it's your urine. Also, I can't hear you doing what I think you're doing.
Bye, everybody.
Whoop.